Hi, my name is Jim. Welcome to Jim on a Rant. On this show, we'll talk about movies, books, comic books, and the card game called Magic. Feel free to like us. Please contact us at batline1969 at yahoo.com. By the way, Batline is all lowercase, so you have nothing to worry about with that. And talk about other things to gripe about. I'm going to introduce you to the Fat Belly Man with without his friend, the Bowtie Girl.
Hey, how's it going, Jim?
Hey, I'm fine. Thanks for asking. Welcome to the show.
All right, great show, man.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Can't wait till you start making some millions of dollars.
Hey, I look forward to it. I'm broke.
All right, guys. So we definitely want to talk about the state of magic, and that's on Jim's. What I want to gripe about.
Don't get me started. I'm gonna let you do it. Don't let me get started on it.
All right, what one thing we want to talk about is definitely the bans in Magic, especially in standard format, and then we want
Too
to.
many of them.
Yeah, we want to talk about the reduction of formats in pro play and the cost of Magic, which is it's I'm seeing something good in that aspect. So I'm gonna start off with the bans, man. Uh, the bans of the new cards in Magic. I mean, when you remove three cards from Standard, which is not that there are not that many cards in that format to begin with. Um, I think especially like a Miracle, which was the biggest card that was banned in Magic, and it was from a set. It actually represents the set.
Wait a minute. You're telling me that they have a featured card on there and they decided to ban it?
Yeah, the featured card of the set is banned, and
Wow.
which is pretty ridiculous. They could have banned.
Very much so.
Yeah,
I
they
agree.
could have banned Aether Marvel Works, which is the card that actually allows you to bring out the this featured card of the game or of that set, and you could have gotten rid of Ether Marvel Works, which brings it out on turn 4, so that way it comes out on turn 6 or 7. Which was more fair, but
No, but that makes too much sense.
yeah, that would make too much sense. The other card that they did ban was Smuggler's Copter, which was banned from the Kaladesh cards, and this is the only rare card that was really worth anything.
No, that's absolutely ridiculous.
Okay,
Absolutely.
so when I did my first box opening, I opened 10 fat packs,
10.
10 fat packs, right? And the only card that was worth anything was Smuggler's Copter. All the other cards that I got were pretty. I'm gonna say less than $4.
Wait a minute. How much do you spend on each deck?
So
Each pack that you had to get?
each box is like $42.
Okay, but the pack. Each pack is like what?
Well, it comes out to like $4 a pack.
Okay.
So
Okay.
so you're talking about um 10 times 10 actually. I mean 10 times 40. So you're talking about out of all those packs, I only got Smuggler's Copter, which was from the Kaladesh um, Magic set, and that was the only good card. And they actually banned that one card. Can you
No,
believe
no,
it?
no, no. I guess you know what? It's not like I'm really active in the game or anything like that. But I played Magic for a long time too. But if you're gonna have to get all these cards, basically, if you spend more than if you spend on more than 10 packs of cards, and you're not gonna get like more than at least four decent cards out of there, something's wrong.
Yeah, that's something that a lot of Magic players, or actually people who talk about Magic, always say that you should get the cards you need, um, instead of buying packs. That packs are really for for playing the game, for drafting basically. But I just think that we should be able to buy the packs and get at least a couple of good cards, not out of that's four 400 packs, and I'm gonna get just a couple of cards that are worth something, and then you're gonna ban it. It just doesn't seem.
No, it's not fair. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, and that brings us to the third thing about Magic that we really want to gripe about is the cost of Magic. Because I think Wizard of the Coast, if they don't get the hint, people are spending more money on older stuff, and they're playing EDH, which allows them to play whatever the hell they want. Of course, it's only one, but at least it's whatever they want. And it's stuff that they had, so they don't pretty much have to buy, a whole like 400 cards or 40 packs to do it.
Yeah, you know what? That's amazing. I mean, I played it once upon a time. I mean, I played it, when like a little bit after Dissension when that came out, and I enjoyed it. But the thing is, it seemed like it did get a little more complicated. But that's just me being, older, I guess. I just didn't appreciate it.
Now, come on, Jim. You play more newer stuff too. It's just you're not spending as much money as everybody else, but you do play. You have played newer stuff though.
Oh yes, I have, and it's great. I mean, like I'm not like a tournament player or anything like that, but the guys who I play with, they play tournament, and I get a lot of insight from them. And the thing is, especially deck building. I mean, when you build a deck, you want you basically, if you don't have that powerful card, if you have 2 or 3 cards that could work together that could do an effect, that's an amazing thing. And unfortunately, it seems like, and again, I'm not looking at the game like I used to, but unfortunately, they don't do that anymore. Everybody want to get this one all-powerful card, and it's like, then as soon as you get it, they want to ban it.
Yeah, I definitely agree on you with that, and you touched on the pro play thing, and yeah.
What's that? What is that anyway?
I hate well, like the pro play was really good before, but now there's really only one format in it, which is standard, which really makes it very stale. Like, at least they used to have 2 formats in it, and the reduction of formats, I think, is the worst thing that they can do. It's not only hurting the secondary market, which Magic refuses to acknowledge, which is another, just stupid. I mean, there's a market out there that buys at least minimum a third of what you're selling, and they wanna think that these people don't exist.
That's totally not fair. I mean, and the thing is, again, if you have an agency that basically says like, "Oh, we're gonna ban this card," then because I don't even think they have a real good reason to ban that card, frankly.
Yeah, I mean, banning, especially in a format like standard, is stupid. I think if they want to increase, the sales of the new cards, then have the formats out there and have the formats when they go into pro play that you have to have, 12, 16 of the new cards in it when you play in pro play. So that way, whether you're playing modern, frontier, standard, or EDH, you have to buy some of the new stuff, but doesn't mean you have to buy 40 packs of it. You understand what I'm saying?
I mean, the average person won't be able to do that.
Right. The average person won't be able to do that. I can't do it. Can you?
No, not at all.
I'm a pretty old guy, man, and I can't do it. So, what a 12, 13, 14-year-old that's asking for entertainment dollars, I mean, how much money can he ask his parents for?
Exactly.
So I mean, I just think that they need to have more formats in pro play, so that way people don't think it's stale. And even though the pro play, which is it used to be called the Pro Tour, is now considered the promotional tour. You know, and I think that's fine. That is the promotional tour, and you're trying to promote the newest cards. So just make that you have to include some of the newest cards, in each format, and I think that would make it better. Like if you had to play modern and you still had your best deck, but you had to use 12 other cards, you would still play because at least you could still use your cards.
Oh, I agree. I mean, that'd be great because you get another booster pack and you already have a working deck. Take what you want from the new one and just work with it.
And I think that's perfect. I think that's perfect. I would do it.
I have no question about it either. I mean, there's some old great cards out there that it'll be great to use again, but because it's old, they don't want to use it anymore. That's kind of ridiculous.
Well, as you can see, we're not professionals here, and we're just talking about this game because we both feel like it should be more inclusive, And another way to I think they could make it inclusive is by maybe lowering the prize pool at the very top so that you can give out more prizes to people who are actually just playing the game. Like
it's a good intro to them for anybody that wants to play.
Yeah, so if you play and you're like in the top, I'm gonna say I think they do the top 120 in the big events. So let's say a big event, it goes down to like the top 160 or something like that. And you're giving packs away, you may be giving away boxes, but maybe the people at the top are not getting whatever, $40,000. Let's say that's just getting 20. Well, yeah, so what? So they're getting 20. At least everybody else is also getting something. There's more product out there and people are playing more.
That's the thing. I think that if you don't see, the full picture of it, if you're only going to go for the top 10% of the people that's going to buy this product, you're missing out a whole pool on a bunch of other people that are going to buy it, or at least learn about the game, at least get a chance to enjoy it, then grow from it. If companies can't do that, then I question the company.
Yeah, and I definitely question the company. I don't know who is in charge now. I understand that no company is perfect, and ultimately you want to make money, and I think that's a good goal. But when you don't follow a market that's out there that's actually buying from you, like the secondary market and investors and stuff like that, when you're not following what they're doing, then you're missing a third of your buyers.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that I think that is a lot, and that number may go up a lot higher because, I mean, I'm not a big investor, and I'm not I'm not buying millions of boxes of stuff, but I like to know that when I get a card that it's gonna retain some value, and if I decide to leave the game for a bit, I can actually derive some money from this game that I'm I'm going to say wasting, because anything entertainment, you're wasting your money on entertainment, and if you get that benefit, if you get the entertainment benefit, good. But if you get another benefit like the card going up in value and you could sell it, I think that's an additional benefit that not only a secondary market or people who invest will like, but also people who play the game.
Well said. It's like, unfortunately, when people want to see profit before, a long-term play, profit's going to win, but there's only going to win by so much and so far.
Yeah, okay, I'm going to say Wizards. Yeah, they made money because I bought 10 fat packs. But when I got no good cards in 10 fat packs, so out of all these packs, I only got out of 100 packs basically, I only got 6 good cards, and it was the same card. It was Smuggler's Copter, and then so the card was worth like $12, so it was the only good card out of these boxes, and then they banned it, so now it's like $2.
That's even more frustrating. I haven't spent that much money on cards, so I won't be able to talk to you like a peer. But anytime that you can't enjoy something because someone decides to say, "Oh, you can't use this anymore because you want to ban it," I mean, I don't even see a real good reason why you want to ban it.
And I think that's a point that even I haven't seen, because you're basically telling me I can't use something that you said I could use.
You purchased in good faith, by the way.
Exactly. So in good faith, I could use these cards, and then we're telling you can't.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? If I laugh too much, you may think I'm laughing at you, but it's not. It's messed up.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole scenario is like wrong. I mean, it's like buy this, and if you do buy it, 2 weeks later, we're gonna like change the value of it. I mean, that's speculation at its worst.
Yeah, and like who are you benefiting? Who are you benefiting? I know that more sets of Smuggler's Copters were bought because it was such a good card, and then you decide to ban it, but you banned it after everybody bought it. So basically, you're saying screw you to everybody who bought it, and then we had to buy it in the secondary market. So yeah, they basically made their money by selling this card, and just because you're not making any additional money on it, you ban it. But we've already put our money down.
Exactly. So we're not going to get our money back.
Yeah.
Now we can't play it. Unless we're playing with each other, and that's great. But guess what? People who throw money into a game like that, they do it for a reason. They want to win some money. They want to get status. They want to get rank. And you just took it away from them.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, Jim. I totally agree with you. And I don't think we want to make Magic a Monopoly game. We mentioned this before. If I buy a Monopoly game, the value of it is not going to go up. But also, guess what? I'm not going to buy more than one Monopoly game.
Exactly.
So I'll have Monopoly for like 15 years, but I'm only going to buy that one game. So if you totally forget about the secondary market and you say, well, cards shouldn't go up, and then so I'm just going to keep a set of what I purchased, so that way I don't have to keep buying stuff. I'll play the same deck over and over again, and it becomes a Monopoly game. I can get it out of my closet whenever I want to play this game, and that's it.
Yeah, but the sad thing is like the reason why Magic is so effective. I mean, the reason why I like Magic anyway. I mean, I enjoy the art of it, but then when I play with other people and stuff like that, when you see how each card interact and affect each other and make one creature stronger, another creature weaker, you use this in a good combination. I mean, all those things are nuances of the game. I mean, you're talking about, everybody would go for that 12/12 creature that is 12/12. But
they banned the 13/13 one though.
Oh, see, I wouldn't know about the 13/13 creature until I talked to you. But again, but what if you have an enchantment on that card that would make that 13/13 creature nothing? That's the thing that makes the card make Magic exciting to me. I mean, I forget the name of the card, but like it's an old card, the Pillars of the. I'm sorry, I don't even. I'm mentioning cards, I don't remember the name of them, but it's an attachment, and it's an enchantment, and basically you can stop a creature that is a 10/10 creature. You can stop it. That's great.
Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah.
So if someone spent $20 on a card, and I use a 50-cent card to stop it.
Yeah.
That's beautiful to me. That's Magic part of the fun.
And I totally agree. Yeah, the variance in the game is what's really great. You could change up what you play, how you play, what colors. You want to be aggressive. You want to have more control. Yeah, I love that about the game too. But like I said, if they don't change how they value this, which is, I'm not saying the Wizards has to be the secondary market, but they should look at the secondary market to see like what cards should be reprinted, how much of a certain card they should reprint, what they need as, because like Smuggler's Copter, there was like 3 cards in the next set, Aether Revolt, that would be able to take care of this card, by destroying it, blinking it, blocking it, so there was a lot of cards that were coming. So instead of allowing that to happen, no, they just got rid of the card.
And again,
which is
totally unfair.
Yeah, which is pathetic, and then and if I think they should unban it, it should be unbanned. I think Smuggler's Copter should be unbanned, and they should let it go into the format. Now that they let it was out of this Pro Tour, let it be in the next one.
That's a good point. And you know what? This is what I want the Blues to do. Any of you who do play this game that feels this strongly about it, please like us. Please let us help you talk about it and say like, look, you know what? This card should not be banned because there's no real good reason to ban this card. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, there is no good reason to ban it. I mean, yeah, like, and okay, I'm fine with it. They banned it for now, but I think now that this Pro Tour is gone, I think they should bring it back in, because now you have a length of time that people could play it, and then by the next Pro Tour, by the next set, if you don't have something to respond to this card by the next set, then where does the problem lie? Does the problem lie with the players? Does it lie with the creators?
It can't be the players' fault because they're going to use what they have.
Right. So basically, the creators are not making cards, which I don't think it's true, because I think in Aether Revolt they had 3 responses to it. The only thing is they didn't allow those cards to be played, and they just banned the card. They just banned the Smuggler's Copter. Now, what they should do is have something on the next set, which I don't really know the set name. If it was me a year ago, I would know that set name, but I don't really care at this point. If you're gonna ban stuff that I'm buying and then I can't even play it, then yeah, I don't want to know about the next set. And I hope that Aether Revolt does as bad as is predicted to do. Not because I hate Wizards or that I hate Magic, but I think it'll show Wizards what they did wrong.
That's very well said.
And I'm more than willing to come back to the game and buy and put my fair share into it. But if Wizards just keeps winning by selling more and more and more, so they just keep winning and making more money, they'll just keep throwing trash at us, Right?
Yeah, that's a real good point. I mean, if you could get away with it once, why not do it again?
Yeah. Well, the problem is once you do it, you can get away with it once and then maybe twice, but once people catch on to it, they're not gonna buy, these things. They're just not going to. Which brings us to the cost of Magic, which is surprisingly the secondary market is picking up because people are not interested in Standard. They're not interested in Standard, so especially with these bannings, they're not interested in. They're not buying. They're not going to play, and but there is interest in the old stuff. And guess what? Wizards is not making money on this. That everybody's playing formats that Wizards not making money on. Which is
good reason. I mean, guess what? If you screwed me once, I'm not going to play with you anymore.
Yeah. One thing I do want to mention is that, like the big event in Las Vegas for Modern, They said that was the biggest event ever. It was double of any of the largest events ever played.
Wow.
And it was an event where the to play was expensive because you were playing the Modern Masters. So you're making money. I mean, if you really think about it, for the same cards, for the same card stock that you're selling, you're making triple the amount. So it made triple the amount than standard would make because it's the same card stock. So the real cost of the game of making the game doesn't go up, right? You're using the same card stock, but you're charging 3 times more. And I believe Wizards made a landfall a windfall with this game, right? And then they just made all this money, and then they said, "Oh, we're gonna take Modern out of the pro tour." I think that was stupid.
But I think an interesting point, and I wish we talk about this more in detail. But the thing is like, with the secondary market, hopefully people will start wanting to make smaller groups that want to play with each other and stuff.
Yeah, I think the secondary market will always make out. It's gonna fix itself because you got rid of you try to get rid of Modern because secondary market was more in control of that. They were making the money, and then so the Modern market crashed, but now everybody is getting into EDH, and they're buying more old cards, which Wizards is not making money on because they're not reprinting any cards. So secondary market fixed itself because now the money that's not going into Modern is going into EDH, and secondary market is making out. And that's, Wizard has to look at that. They have to look at where's the money being made, and then slowly, make cards like reprints that will help them make some money, but don't kill the market. If you kill the market, people are not going to buy. Remember, there's always that 1/3 that are just buying for value, and I think it's a good thing because it helps keep the game healthy because people are buying stuff. It's keeping that company going, and ultimately, the Wizards not seeing that. Yeah, and again, this is Jim's rant. It's a little bit my rant too. You could get in touch with Jim at batline1969@yahoo.com. You can definitely please like him. Please subscribe to the show. Else he may go ranting crazy on you. And those of you who don't know, Jim is a great friend of mine, and we both are in the armed forces, and he is doing this new show. Hopefully, he can make some money at doing this.
I'm definitely pursuing something that I enjoy doing, and I appreciate you all the good words that you said, buddy. That means a lot to me. And on that note, this is Jim on the Rant, and we're signing off. Thanks again, you two.
Thanks a lot, everybody. Again, you could see me at Fat Belly Man and Bowtie Girl. We hope to have some box openings, but we stopped because again, we opened those 10 fat packs and we got terrible pulls, and then you guys are not going to watch 10 terrible pulls. So hopefully we'll be back on the air. I hope Jim is on the air every week, and we'll see you soon.